All right, GladrapChannel here with Keddell, sort of the brains behind most of this. You know, we've been talking to you over the years, and how does it feel to see this finally come to fruition? Like, you've held your ground, and I think you've negotiated the good purse for Junior. I mean, how does it feel right now to be at this level?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Lou DiBella did a lot of the negotiations and stuff, and so, but we just set a strategy up, and Lou and I just worked as a team, and Lou did most of the negotiations there, but we set a strategy, and we've been, I guess, setting this up for a while. And so we're happy with the result, and our job is to get our guy in the best shape possible to have a fight, and then win it.
So WBO number 3 versus WBO number 6. That means potentially if Junior does win, he could get a rematch, a revenge fight with Usyk, correct?
Yeah, I mean, like, the WBO is an interesting one. There's a lot of rumours going around that Usyk will fight for a vacant belt soon. But for whatever you read in the media, Anthony Joshua wants to keep his belt. So, I think that at some point either Joshua will fight Usyk, or Usyk will be fighting someone for a vacant, and that'll probably be Junior or Joseph, to be honest. So both of these guys have an opportunity to fight for a world title again. I mean, Joseph's done an amazing thing at such a young age to be a world champ, and obviously, we don't stick Junior in a fight because we think we're going to lose. We stick Junior in the fight because we think we can win. It doesn't mean it's an easy fight. It's a hard fight. Of course, it's a hard fight. Joseph's a former world champ. Exactly, that's right. He's an amazing guy. He's been in with some amazing people. We haven't. This is our roll of the dice. But of course, we don't start the race. Everyone starts 0-0 at the start of the fight. The ring's the same, the gloves are the same. Happy days. Well, I don't know if the gloves are the same, but you start on 0-0, right? And so your opportunity is to win more rounds than the other guy.
In a way, a lot of things have lined up for Junior. Like, he's got his training camp here at CKB. With the pandemic, I guess he's had some extra time to put in training to recover, maybe.
Yeah, I think for Junior, the lockdown was quite hard. I mean, his father died 6 weeks before his last fight, and he was told it was going to be 6 months. So his father was going to come over and watch the fight. And so that was going to be kind of his last father's, come watch the fight in the States, in Utah, home of the Mormon Church as well, LDS Church. And then for him to suddenly die, was really hard. And so Junior had a goal to go for. And then when we got home, he had another goal because he was in Wilder's camp for Fury. So he went there in January through to February, came home, and then the lockdown happened. And I think it was quite, that's probably when, from talking to Junior, that's kind of more when the hard times happened with his father dying. And so Junior, through the lockdown, it's quite hard because you're quite isolated, and so the lockdown was quite hard, that first one for Junior, because he was, dealing with his father's grief at the same time and being isolated. So I think he's kind of come out of that really nicely. The second lockdown, he was lucky to... His in-laws live in Morrinsville, so he snuck down over the border before it closed, and he trained down there. So he trained with David Nika at the gym, and Cairo George, and he trained with another guy, Angus Ross, as well. He's one of the world's leading strength conditioners and rotational force production. So he's really lucky. So far it's been a good camp, and it's just kind of trying to stay injury free. And he's really strong and really quite big for Junior, but we're really happy with how he's, like, his shape. He's very strong. We haven't seen him as strong. So it's the old story. It's about how do you get a physical beast. He's a freak athlete from a strength point of view. We haven't seen anything like it. So we know he's taller, and we know Joseph's fast, and so how do we take advantage of his genuine, kind of hulking strength, where he should be on Game of Thrones as the mountains double, and so it's about how do we, because it's just a freaky strength guy, So we know Joseph's fast. He's really strong. So how do you take advantage of that?
I guess the question is, look, you've done, from a management point of view, I think a great job. This fight's here. Maybe the pandemic has even brought this fight about. So I guess the question is the opportunity. How's his mindset? This is the biggest, moment in his career. I mean, how is he doing mentally? Do you think he's under the lights? Can he perform under the lights?
I think... Junior hasn't had the fights like Joseph, but Junior was at Israel Adesanya's world title fight in Atlanta, one of the only guys there. He was in Wilder camp at the time, and so he was really part of that fight with Israel, and he got to witness it firsthand as a teammate. And I think that because of the guys in the gym, Junior's had a lot of experience as a kind of a partner of people like Israel, and so you can't get the experience Joseph's had until you've done what Joseph's had. It's impossible. But the next best thing is having your teammate getting that experience and learning from it. And, you know, Junior doesn't take the media stuff too seriously. He doesn't get wound up about having to do things. He just enjoys it and has a smile on his face and is just really relaxed about it. And that's one of the big things, I think, is the different commitments. It's a real full-time occupation.
I guess just a final question is, how do you see this fight going?
I mean, it's just like, it just depends who turns up on the night. But like I said, they both start 0-0. We've got a strategy. We're going to execute it. Junior's big and strong. You know, he'll be fit as well. Joseph will be fit and fast, you know. Junior will be bigger, but we'll just, you know, we'll wait and see, right? So, you know, of course we want to win it, you know. Yeah. But it's a tough fight, man. It's a hard fight, you know. We know we're not the favourites, but we've got a shot at it and we're going to go for it.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Mark. And hopefully I'll get to see Junior maybe at the gym sometimes. Yeah. Cool. But thank you very much. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Cheers.